Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife is rumored to have been extremely down as he told an Anglican church priest right there in Ile-Ife that attempting to collect Tadenikawo from Queen Naomi was his greatest mistake, as Queen Naomi's anger is out of this world with him. That he did not know that he can ever do anything that will piss Queen Naomi off like this, because right now, Queen Naomi is not, if you notice that Queen Naomi is somebody who has been very, very careful about people, the things that they have to say, and all of that. A lot of people are bent on judging Olori Naomi, even if they're sorry, I'm trying to take tea, even if they don't know the history of what has been going on. Now, the only thing we know are the things that we are told. At the end of the day, it is only Olori Naomi who knows what she has been through. And so when people just get up and begin to try to judge this woman is where I even have a problem, because Olori Naomi has been through a lot, okay? Now, they said that with everything that has happened, that Olori Naomi is not taking calls from anybody again. Now, anything that will make Olori Naomi not to take up by Legishi's call, anything that will make Olori Naomi not to take that man in Amsterdam's call, that's that Ooni of Ife's friend, it means that Naomi is so angry, because before long, this used to be the group of people who would try and talk sense to Olori Naomi. Now, with everything that has happened, they said that even Reverend Esther Ajay is very unhappy with the Ooni of Ife. And so now they said Reverend Esther Ajay has told the Ooni of Ife that she doesn't even know what to say anymore, that Ejoba, Kabiesi, that she does not know what to say anymore, okay? And so right now, Oni, who thought that he was going to use Tadenikawo to bring Naomi closer to him, already found out that he is using Tadenikawo to further estrange Olori Naomi from him. This is the rumor we are hearing. And so they said that he has spoken to an Anglican priest, church priest, okay? Because when Naomi was in the palace, Ooni of Ife used to, of course, they have always done their stuff in Anglican church. And that man has always been a very great part of resolving issues with people. Even if it's traditional issues, they used to call the man for counseling, because the man has so much wisdom. God bestowed that man with wisdom. That is the Anglican church priest, okay, right there in Ile-Ife. That when the man, Ooni of Ife sent for the man, and the man went to the palace to go and see him, and Ooni of Ife had spoken to him to try and call Olori Naomi and try to plead with Olori Naomi. So what that means is that they said that the Ooni of Ife is trying to get to meet with Olori Naomi. And because Olori Naomi will not pick, the mother is speaking, but of course you do know that Naomi is an adult. The mother, there's an extent to which you can tell somebody to do stuff that they don't want to do. Before long, when they call Olori Naomi's mother would talk to Olori Naomi, go attend to Kabiesi and one thing, okay? Remember the other day that Kabiesi went to the royal palace, to the royal mansion, and Olori Naomi drove off. When Kabiesi started, bringing down brimstone and thunder, it was the mother and Paropo and Reverend Esther and the uncle that called Olori Naomi that wherever you are, take Tadenikawo back to the palace, to the royal mansion, so the father can see him. So they won't say that you're stopping him from seeing Tadenikawo. Olori Naomi drove back to the royal mansion, but when Naomi got there, Ooni of Ife was not there, and so Naomi had to go back to Osun State Governor's Lodge, where he met Ooni of Ife, where she met Ooni of Ife and told Ooni of Ife that, look, no matter what happens, Tadenikawo, you can never collect Tade from me. That Tade is the only light from the darkest place that I am coming from, okay? And so right now, with everything that has happened, they said Olori Naomi has not been picking calls, like talking to Ooni of Ife from that day up until as the last time we had when we gather all of this information. And so Ooni of Ife has been trying to make frantic effort to meet with Olori Naomi, that they need to talk, they need to talk, they need to talk. And Naomi is saying to everybody that she has got absolutely nothing to say to the Ooni of Ife from time and memorial, that there's nothing she can say she did wrong to that man. Like, the man just married her, brought her in, and put her through this situation where she's gone through so much emotional pain and all of that. Like, she has been so humiliated and everything, but she is just trying to move on with her life. Kabiyesi will not let her, and the last thing that Kabiyesi now did was that to come and carry Tadenikawo, and then had the wife deliberate on who would take Tadenikawo. Who will take Tadenikawo? Who they should give Tadenikawo, as if the mother is no longer there. They said Olori Naomi has been so upset, like, you are acting as though I am no longer there. That your wife will sit down and begin to deliberate on who takes care of my son when I am alive, I am healthy. And you think that that is even possible. You think that that is even going to happen. Let me tell you, it can never ever happen. They said Olori Naomi has been so upset. So they said the Anglican priest called Olori Naomi to speak to Olori Naomi, and that was the only thing Naomi was saying, that Naomi was fuming on the phone. That the one thing that is hurting her so much is that those women will sit down there and begin to deliberate on who takes care of my son when I am alive. And you think that this man, that's the Ooni of Ife, wants good for me. You think that the Ooni of Ife love me. What kind of love is that? What sort of love is that? That she is not talking to the Ooni of Ife. That the last time that she checked, Ooni of Ife is the Ooni of Ife, and he is a Role Oduduwa. He's the one who has command, the one that people listen to. But she is telling the Ooni of Ife that Ooni of Ife is not stronger than the God that she worships. That she is not going to say anything because she knows what will happen if she opens her mouth to say anything. But that thing that happened, that the women sat down and they were deliberating on who takes care of Tadenikawo, that is the worst thing that Kabiyesi would have done to her, and that she is not ready. Like, she is not ready for any negotiation whatsoever. That Kabiyesi owns the authority, owns everything. That let Kabiyesi go to wherever Kabiyesi wants to go to with to collect Tadenikawo. That let her try the power that Kabiyesi has, and let her try her God. Let her see who will win. Yeah, they said that was what Naomi said to the Anglican priest, and that was how Ooni of Ife knew how angry he has made Olori Naomi. And they said the man has gone back into begging the Olori Naomi not to take things that way, to forgive, and that they really need to. So they said basically Olori Naomi said to the Anglican priest that, the Ooni of Ife drew the battle line, that let her try Ooni of Ife powers and her own God, and let us see who will win with Tadenikawo. That she's not going to say anything because she doesn't want to say anything concerning the Ooni of Ife, because no matter what happens, Ooni of Ife is still the father of Tadenikawo. Because if she calls her God, that this issue, people will hear it, and that Ooni of Ife has no right to do what he did. Concerning Tadenikawo, that where the wives will sit down and deliberate on who takes Tadenikawo, that is something that she doesn't know when she will forgive the Ooni of Ife. She's not seen in Ooni of Ife. She doesn't want any deliberation. That let Ooni of Ife go to the highest authority and try to collect Tadenikawo from her and give to the wife, and let her say who wins the case. Let her try the God that she is serving, and whatever powers are working in the life of Ooni of Ife, that the battle line is drawn, let her try it. That the Anglican priest saw the anger of Olori Naomi and could not even believe what had happened that pushed Naomi into that state. And they said that the Ooni of Ife regrets his action, and he is begging that he knows Olori Naomi, that he never, ever wanted to push Olori Naomi to where Naomi is now, that know that he's not collecting Tadenika wood, that he loves Olori Naomi, he wants Olori Naomi back. That is the only thing that he was trying to do, that Naomi should not take it that way, that please, they should speak to Olori Naomi, that they need to meet one-on-one to talk, and, let them talk, that they need to talk, especially concerning the recent happenings, that they need to talk. This is what we are hearing. If this information is true, I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.